Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 150 of the Hughes Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jake Hughes, alongside the old man. Old man, how the hell are you doing today?
Do you want the truth?
Do I ever want the truth from you?
I'm freaking out, man. We have an ant problem, and they're freaking me out. I'm starting to lose it.
Don't say we. Do not throw the we into this.
We is in this house that I'm in.
Okay, you have an ant problem.
Oh, it's insane. So if you see me like sweeping my legs or something, it's because the little bastards are crawling on me.
Or you just think they're crawling on you.
Oh, yeah, I think they're crawling on me, yes. That's the other thing. I'm never really sure.
Which I don't know if is a good thing or a bad thing, but...
No, I don't know. But look at them all. Anyway, hi.
You're definitely not slowly losing it today.
What a day.
Yeah.
Hello? Where'd you go?
Been a crazy... I have a second to respond? I'm literally running the show here. Yeah, lots to talk about today. In the world of the NHL and the Vancouver Canucks.
I almost
spewed water out
my nose.
What?
I almost spewed water out my nose.
Well, why are you drinking water on the show?
I gotta keep the vocal cords going, bud.
Oh, yeah, okay. Also a huge show because it's our 150th episode.
That's crazy.
150 episodes, meaning 150 weeks. Over 2 years? I don't know how math works anymore.
Well, it would be damn close to 3. Yeah. 6 shows till 3 years.
Which is wild because we've clearly missed shows because we're in the middle of March getting to our 150th episode, but we started in January. So, things happen. But I want to start off with this, kind of keep it light, keep it fluffy, keep it before we dig into the craziness that is 150, or the craziness that was today, our 150th episode.
Yeah.
There is still breaking news happening constantly. But what is your favorite memory of the show so far? The 150 episodes.
Geez, you caught me off guard there. Probably when we started getting our guests. So I don't know, who would be your favorite guest? That's kind of going through the list of all the different guests we've had, and we've had some big names, but probably the highlight for me would have been getting press credentials for last year's Grey Cup and being able to do the show from there. I think it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was one of those. You brought it up before, the year before, because you went with the Rod Peterson show. And was like, all right, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Like, there's no chance we're going to be able to go to the Grey Cup. We're lucky. We're happy if we get 200 to 300 views a week, and yet here we are. We covered an entire Grey Cup week,
and I mean, now we're getting 200 live viewers on Twitter. Like,
yeah.
Insane. We've come
a very long way from 3 years ago.
And to think when we first started this was we can do better than that. That was the dare. We can do better than, I forget what we were watching.
I have no recollection of what we were watching. I just remember it being like, oh Jesus.
I remember saying to you, we can do better than that. And you said, you think so? And I'm like, for sure we can do better than that. These guys suck. And you look me dead in the eye and go, let's do it then. And I went, okay. And here we are, 150 shows later.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, to me, I think the Grey Cup clearly has to be the number one highlight.
Yes.
But I also think some of the people we've had on the show have been really amazing guests as well. Whether it be Rod Peterson, who was our very first guest, on the show. Dollywall having both Arlen Bruce III and Arlen Bruce IV. Sean Millington, like the list goes on and on of people we've had on our shows that I'm like, you'll message me being like, we got this guy. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, what do you message them? That doesn't mean we're going to actually get them on the show. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I've been talking with them. We've booked them.
It's
amazing.
It just goes to show how this industry we call the sports industry works, and how helpful everybody has been, from Farhan Lalji taking time to come on our show. He doesn't need to do that. We don't pay him, folks. He doesn't get paid to come on our show. Matt Sakaris, who's been on our show probably more times than anybody.
I think he has, yeah.
One of my favorite guests to have. It's these guys, they're big time compared to us. I mean, they're paid to do what they do.
This is their full-time job.
We ask them for 15, 20 minutes of their time in the evening, and they usually make it work. It just blows my mind how easily they've said yes. So to every guest, if we haven't mentioned you, we're sorry, but to every single guest that's ever been on this show in the last 150, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I truly hope for the next 150, we can have a guest every other week, or every week. I think would be cool, but that's a lot of work.
I was going to say that's a lot of work, but you also have the privilege of being retired. So all you do is get to hang out and watch.
Yeah.
I think you hang out and watch baseball all day now. I think that's
what I do. Show. I'm retired. You know, I'm busier now than I was when I was working 8 hours a day.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're a salesman. You just sat around and waited for people to close deals, right?
I'm gonna beat you.
But let's get into it, because again, there's a lot to talk about. Not just Canucks focused, but just in the world of the NHL. Because when I sat down to start putting the show together today, there was one single trade.
Hold on, one sec. Before we go, Trent brings up a very good point. Trent, we didn't neglect to thank you, listeners. That's going to come at the end of this show. Don't you worry. Continue.
Yeah, when I sat down to put together the show, make all of our talking points, we had one single trade to talk about.
Yep.
There's now 4 done today, I believe. I'm double checking that, making sure there's no other trades that have gone through in the 5 minutes I've been looking away. We got that 1, 2, 3, 4 trades today. 4 trades. And a lot of other rumors. So me looking off kind of side of the camera, that's me literally checking Twitter to see what rumors, if there's things happening. Because, this is the time of constant action, and it never ceases to amaze me.
Well, trade deadline is Friday, so it's lots are going to happen tonight and tomorrow. As usual, the Canucks try to get ahead of things. And that's the one thing I'll always give the Canucks and this management team, is they always seem to be a step ahead of everybody else.
That is
timing.
That is one of Rutherford and Allvin, like Rutherford's signature for sure. Like he prides himself on being early, because he's talked about he would much rather set the market than adhere to the market.
Exactly. So let's get into it. What do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about?
Let's start about the Canucks focused
trade
first, because it was the first trade to come through the wire today. We had talked about it last week, because that's when the rumors started bubbling that there was a trade for Tyler Myers to go to Detroit.
Well, and don't forget, they kept him out of 3 games.
Yeah. Which asset management, it makes sense. If Tyler Myers gets injured, you don't make this deal, right? So the deal today is that Tyler Myers has gone to Dallas, 50% retained. The Vancouver Canucks do not get a 2026 second. They get a 2027 second.
Oh, you put 26.
and a 2029 fourth.
Yes.
Initial thoughts on the trade, because I know there's a lot we can go into on this.
I'm not a big fan of the 50% retained. Before it's funny because before I saw the Calgary trade, I thought, okay, we got a second and a fourth for Myers. I would rather have seen a second in 2026, like you got up there, but unfortunately, that's not how it's going to happen. But a second and a fourth. When I asked Matt Sakaris what he expected, that's what he said: a second and a fourth. He nailed it directly on.
Yeah. So this trade came about pretty quickly. There wasn't a lot. There was always the thought that Myers would waive to go to Dallas because he was born in Texas. So he has family there. Yeah, he was born in Houston. There's also family there.
Yes,
that can help. But also in Houston is one of the hubs for medical procedures and people. Knowing that one of his children has special needs and needs those doctors around, probably played a big consideration into that.
Well, I think the most thing is he's going home. That's where he was born. He'll be the first ever Dallas-born player to play for them,
which is really cool.
Yes.
I still think, and we talked about it last week, I still think he's probably the wrong person to be trading, but that's beside the point. He's gone now.
Yes.
The way I view this trade in kind of two separate pieces. Is you've got Tyler Myers for a second round pick in 2027, and you've got a fourth round pick in 2029 for the 50% retention.
Yeah, because basically, right?
The trade that was put forward from Detroit was that it was a second round pick, but no, it didn't sound like there was any retention involved in that from all accounts. Right? So you get that extra piece to take the retention. Plus, like the commenter here, Stock Talk Jay mentions, is Myers was in control of where he was going, and they did the best possible deal that they could do.
Well, I'm going to push back on that because if you look on the bottom of our screen, you'll see as it scrolls by, Calgary made a trade. Weegar also in his mid-30s, complete control. He had a complete no-trade clause, and they got 2 second-round picks.
No.
Did they not get 2? I thought it was 2 second-round picks.
3.
3 second-round picks. But
that's also for 5 years of contract too.
There is 5 years remaining.
He's signed until 2031.
But he is also the same age. So when you compare those, who got the better deal? Calgary, who got 3 plus a prospect.
Yep.
Or the Canucks.
But I think despite Mackenzie Weegar having a down year this year, I think he's regarded as a higher offensive upside defenseman than Tyler Myers.
So from the rumor mill, what we've read, what we've heard, is Utah, who took Weegar, they were looking at Myers as well. And no, that's not how it worked. Dallas was looking at Weegar as well as Utah was. And Utah offered the bank, and Dallas went, okay, you can have him. We're going to take Myers.
I also think it's very much a case of, again, player control. I don't think, no matter what if Utah came in and offered the heavens and earth and Tyler Myers said, no, I've given you the list of the 3 places I'll go. It's hard to compare person to person because they've earned that right in their contracts for that no move clause.
Yes.
I think this is a very fair deal for Tyler Myers. I think, and we can talk about it, the Calgary Flames, again, traded Mackenzie Weegar to Utah for 3 2026 second round picks.
How could they get
Olimata,
3 second-round picks from one team? I don't understand.
Utah had their own pick. They had the Rangers pick and Ottawa's pick.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
They also had received Olimata and prospect Jonathan Castagna.
Close enough.
Yeah.
For a team that's not rebuilding, Calgary, they haven't used the word rebuild. They still think they have a chance to make the playoffs soon. To a team that's rebuilding, retooling / rebuilding, depends what week we talk and what Allvin or Rutherford decides to call it this week. I honestly think the Canucks got what they could, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
Right now, the question is, what's next? Who's next?
For the Canucks?
Yes.
I mean, so with the retention on Myers, that leaves us with one retention spot left. Everything points to the fact that that has to be being saved for Evander Kane. However, the insiders are saying there's no market for Evander Kane. That the market is not there. That teams don't want him.
Even his agent went out and tried to get a trade done, and
hasn't been able to find anything.
There's nobody that wants him. So, I believe he's out tonight.
He is
hurt.
Sick. No, sick.
Oh, he's hurt. Sick. Okay.
Yeah,
probably sick at the fact that he's playing for the worst team I've ever watched in my 60 years of watching hockey.
Yeah, but he has a large part in doing that.
Well, yeah, definitely. Every time we get a player from Edmonton, this is what freaking happens to our team. Every freaking time you look back, who did we get? Messier. What happened? Poof! Our team blew up. Don't trade.
I think that was a bit big. I think that was a bit bigger of a deal.
You think?
Messier.
You think?
And did he come from Edmonton, or was he a Ranger at the time?
Oh, he might have been a Ranger at the time. No, he went to the Rangers after, I think. I'm not.
I think he went back to the Rangers.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. How's that? But Toucan, I bet he can figure it out.
Toucan can figure out whatever the hell he wants. Not on my show. Yeah, he was on the Rangers.
Oh, okay.
He finished up his contract on the Rangers, and then
still considered an Oiler in my book.
One of the most overrated players. I will die on that hill. Yeah. So you've got Evander Kane here. I have the Canucks cap friendly up here.
So you got Kane. You've got.
I think you have to look at all of your UFAs as you should be trying to trade them.
Okay.
You've got Kane, Bluger, Kampf, and that's it.
What about Hronek? Do you put him in the trade?
Apparently he has a no movement clause.
Yeah, so.
But no, he doesn't.
Every player on this team wants out right now. I can guarantee you, if you could talk to them with letting them know that you would never repeat it, do a blood oath, every single player on that team will tell you they want out. It's the most toxic, ugliest.
Okay, put it this way: he is the only player that they're not listening to offers on. Is Philip Hronek.
It's amazing me.
I think Marcus Pettersson is a candidate that could be moved quite quietly. I don't think there'd be when I say quietly, I don't think there'd be a lot of rumors around that one.
No.
But I think you could get an okay package back for him. Again, his contract, he signed until 2031 though, and he's 29. I honestly think if the only things that you get done tomorrow is Evander Kane and one of Teddy Bluger and David Kampf, I think you're fine.
So you're saying over or under 2.5 more trades for the Canucks?
For the Canucks. Because so we've had one, like this week, we've had one with the Tyler Myers. I originally, and there's been a lot of other people putting it out there, that 3.5 was kind of the over-under of trades for the Canucks.
If you're saying 2.5, I'm gonna go over if you're including Myers in that.
No, then so I knocked one off because the Myers is done. So 2.5 more trades.
Okay. Ooh, will we get 3? If 2 players go on one trade, does that count?
No, that's one trade.
But if it's 2 players,
that's one trade.
But it's 2 players.
Did I say 2.5 more people traded? Or did I say 2.5 more trades?
Well, but you could put a package together with a Bluger and a Pedersen. Marcus.
Okay. I was going to say I was going to get into the Elias Pettersson conversation.
No, I don't want to do that.
That's a lot of cap space.
Yeah.
I don't see us moving some of these contracts. They're going to be hard to move, especially because the team has underperformed so poorly. Like it's again, you said it. It's hard to watch.
It's not hard to watch. It's literally impossible to watch. I tried watching the other night, and they went up 1-0, and then it was 1-1. And I got busy yakking with Angela, and I looked back, and all of a sudden, I think it was 5-1 or 4-1, and I was just turn it off.
Well, the first, sorry, I missed. Did you watch the first period?
I watched the first full period.
The first period was again decently competitive.
Yes,
it looked like a fledgling team. The Canucks were surprising the
8 win in a row that they had as well.
Right, so it was one of those, and then the second period happened, and it was like, oh, all right, like that makes sense.
Just brutal.
Are
you seeing something?
No, I thought I saw something.
You get me excited when you see something.
I thought I saw something, but it was not anything interesting.
There you go.
Yeah. So you think over 2.5 more trades?
I think there's going to be probably 3 trades or 2 trades involving 3 people.
So I think they might people.
I think they might bundle 2 players.
Fair. Who's a player that you? That's not one of the UFAs we talked about. That's not Marcus Pettersson. That you would be pleasantly surprised if we got a good package for, and they made a move.
Hronek. And my brain isn't working. Forward, been with the team for a while, blah, blah, blah. I'm completely
Position?
Huh?
Position, outstanding detail of him?
Right wing, winger.
Is he a shooter? Is he a grinder? Is he a...
Short.
Garland?
Yes, thank you. Short gave it away. Because they had actually talked about packaging Garland and Myers to Detroit.
No, that was the Islanders.
The Islanders, yes.
We're looking at Garland, and apparently on that they got pretty far along in talks.
Well, and they actually offered it to Myers, and he turned it down. Yeah,
which again, not surprising.
No,
I would not be surprised if Boston keep an eye on Boston for Connor Garland, but also the Islanders, and for some reason in my brain, and I don't know why, the Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, really?
He has that Carolina energy to me. He has that never die attitude, the creativity with the puck. When he's on and playing with great players, he is fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it might be a fit there. I have no reason to believe that. Like there's not a report out there. There's no insider information. This is just one of those things that I'm feeling. that
Hmm.
Carolina might be a landing spot for Connor Garland. I don't
Yeah.
even know if they have the cap space to be able to take in Garland.
Well, it seemed like on Tuesday, it seemed like Canucks were on the verge of trading Connor Garland. This from the Daily Hive, which is usually pretty accurate.
Yep.
Multiple reports had suggested on Wednesday that while the New York Islanders certainly had interest in acquiring Garland, a formal trade offer was never presented. The Islanders, Boston, Washington, and New Jersey have all shown interest in Garland.
Yeah.
Evander Kane, we talked about. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, so I just looked up. Carolina does have the cap space to take Connor Garland on without any retention.
Do they? Oh,
yep.
That was the other player. Jacob DeBrusk is another player, I think. And I can go down the list. We got Besser.
Honestly, Besser would be a shock to me.
Bluger, Kempf, O'Connor. Like there's O'Connor, so many. They're so open to trading anybody.
Except for Phil Hronek.
Yeah, I'm looking for it, and that's it. That's the top 10 that they went through, or 9. Do you think a Garland or an O'Connor, Kempf, or a Bluger actually, or even a Brock Besser, able to happen before Friday?
A Kempf, Bluger, yes.
You don't think a Besser, a Garland?
I think a Garland definitely is, because I don't think this is a deal that's going to come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Again, the team might be coming out of nowhere, but I think there's been conversations with lots of people leading up to Friday. I think DeBrusk would be hard to do.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just feels like he's a player that Canucks management might overvalue compared to what the market values him at.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Despite wanting to get a complete refresh, clearly, they're looking at just selling pieces for picks.
Right.
I think DeBrusk might be one of those pieces that they're like, maybe we hold on to him, even maybe just until summertime.
Right.
The one that would really surprise me would be Elias Pettersson, EP40. I think there's a lot of concern from other teams that's
concerns.
Well, I'm being nice that he's not the $11.6 million player. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was more talks in the summer after July 1st.
Oh, you think so?
It's fitting $11.6 million mid-season is going to be really hard.
Yes.
Fitting $11.6 million during the beginning of the season, a lot easier. Not easy, a lot easier.
Easier just for the fact teams can plan for that $11 million hit.
Exactly.
Even if the Canucks are willing to retain a little bit of that. I don't know what you do with him. I've seen him interviewed in the last 2 times now, and I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if they have psychologists on staff that he can talk to and work through this, or is it a case of he was never that $11 million man?
I don't believe that.
You believe he was at one time?
I still believe he is. I believe he will turn it around, whether it's with the Canucks or another team. Did you see the piece that was it Patrick Johnson or no Ben? I thought it was Ben Kuzma did a piece on him.
I didn't. I saw it. I meant to read it, and I didn't. I got busy doing other stuff, and I didn't.
Yeah. Basically, he says right here the headline: Canucks Elias Pettersson, I haven't lived up to the expectations of the contract. Like,
Yeah.
he gets very honest in there where he's like, look, I know I'm not doing enough. I'm trying to find my game. I'm trying to find the things that are going to work to let me find my game, and I can't find it.
It's
What do you do with a player like that? Like, if
or
you're,
is it a case of he doesn't have the person he needs to play with?
but the last time we saw him play well was with someone he hates, with
Right?
JT Miller, right? Like,
Maybe that hurt. Maybe that hurt him more than we know. Maybe that whole scenario is what did this. And I don't know how you turn that around. I don't understand. It's Man, if I had that answer, I'd be a freaking multi-billionaire.
100%.
Because there's more. This isn't the first time we've seen something like this happen in sports where a top athlete loses it and then regains it and loses it. I wish there was something that we could do, say, that we could pinpoint, this is what happened, this is what needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
We can't do that because nobody knows. He doesn't even know.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. He's not even sure what's going on, right? Like, sorry.
It's
Line of
crazy to
update.
watch.
Line of update as the Canucks are getting ready to take on the Carolina Hurricanes tonight. Evander Kane is not on the ice for warm up, so it's 100% confirmed he's not playing tonight. It was a game time decision because he was ill. So
Right.
I still think this is just as much asset protection as it is illness.
So now with Myers gone, he was the boss on defense, we'll say. He pretty much took every young player under his wing for 400 plus games. I think it was 488 games he played for us, including Quinn Hughes back in the day. When Quinn first started, he played with Myers, and Myers was able to teach him a little bit. Who takes that role now?
Phil Hronek?
That's the only name that I came up with when I thought about that question.
I mean, Marcus Pettersson, I would say in a normal Marcus Pettersson year, Marcus Pettersson would be that guy. But I think he's got a lot to focus on his own game.
Yes.
Which I think these young kids can really help with. But if you look at it, I mean, we've got, like, tonight's defense is going to be Hronek, Pettersson, 28 to 29, age-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Zeev Buum, age 20. Tom Wielander, age 21.
Yeah.
Victor Mancini, age 23. And EPD, age 22. 4 out of our 6 defensemen are under the age of 24.
It's insane, right?
Which, again, this is what a rebuild's going to look like, folks. This is what you should be prepared for the next 3 years, 4 years.
But do you try to bring in a veteran defenseman for 1.5, like just to be that sounding board?
Not if you're keeping Marcus Pettersson and Phil Hronek. That's what they need to be.
Well, how old is Marcus Pettersson?
29, turning 30.
Oh, is he really? Okay, so he could be.
Yep. Phil Hronek's 28.
What's the lineup look like tonight on defense? You had that up, did you not?
I did not have the full line rushes.
Oh, I thought you said you had a full lineup there. Sorry.
No, I just had an update from the from warm up.
Gotcha. I can look it up.
Let's see if I can get it here for you. Sorry, this is something that I think you'll enjoy. Friend of the show, Matt Sakaris, just tweeted out. Friend going to tonight's Canucks game in Lower Bowl. 8 rows up. $56 per seat.
Did you see the empty seats in behind the benches in the Lower Bowl the other night? It wasn't just like 2 or 3 here, there was one whole section right behind the players' bench that was completely like damn near empty. Oh, the whole section. You could tell that one section was probably owned by one company, and they can't give the damn tickets away.
I was listening to Scaris and Price. Attendance hasn't really been an issue this year.
Those tickets are already sold.
100%. No, but they're talking turnstile numbers.
Well, they tried to say there was 18,000 at that game. That's fabricated numbers.
How can we verify it? This is the whole argument I have with...
Those are sold tickets. That can't be attendance.
But as the owner, should you care if people are showing up right now when you're rebuilding? My concern... My concern will be next year.
Yeah.
Because if there's going to be this kind of decline on the secondary market, because tickets are so bloody expensive, like season tickets are so bloody expensive, oh, well, maybe I don't need it or I can't afford it because I used to be able to make up at least break even on my season tickets and go to 20 games a year.
Yes.
And now I need to go to 30 games, or I need to go to 5 games a year to maybe break even.
Yes.
It might not be worth it. So again, my biggest concern is if ownership sees that, if ownership feels that, we might be exiting this rebuild, retool, hybrid, refix real quickly.
Well, and that's the thing. They're not going to feel it this year, are they? It's going to be the next year or the year after when things still are freaking suck. And we're still coming on the air every week saying they're unwatchable. But it's a rebuild. Oh, boy. But again, this could turn around in 2 years if they do it properly, if they're patient and we get a McKenna. And then let's say we finish them mid-pack, but we still have some draft picks that we acquired this year.
But we're not going to finish mid-pick next year.
You think we're still going to be dropped down to the bottom?
We'll be, unless Gavin McKenna comes onto the scene and is Gretzky level, McDavid level player, which I'm saying that's the only exception. We are going to be a bottom 4 team next year. Well, and if it's up to me, I want us to not play McKenna then. Not play Demko. Not play Demko, because Demko could be the foil to this whole rebuild thing if we play him.
But even if we can get a McKenna, we still got draft picks from this year for 2027. We could still draft smartly and all of a sudden make a few trades by 27, 28, 29, we're fighting for a playoff position again.
Yeah. But again, that's 3-4 years.
And I don't mind that. I think I could stay alive that long.
So Landon DuPont is the 2027 projected first overall pick. He is a defenseman, and he is phenomenal in the highlights I've seen.
Okay.
The way people are talking about him, he is like leaps and bounds above the next in line. Again, a lot can change. We're over a year away from the draft.
Yes.
But Landon DuPont, he plays on the London Knights. If you have a chance and you're sick and tired of watching bad Canucks hockey, go try to find an OHL game, London Knights game. He's exciting to watch.
WHL, it's good hockey.
At least they're trying. You're not getting it half efforts from players like Evander Kane.
Or the rest of them. Don't just put everything on Kane. Come on. You rated Kane from the moment he came into this team.
Yeah, I did. But I was the first one and only one back in November saying, I'm not seeing it. He's not skating. He's not there. And you agreed with me. Most fans agreed with me, but most of the pundits were like, well, no, his underlying numbers, he's going to figure it out. The numbers are going to figure it out. And it's like, no, sometimes the numbers don't add up. And the numbers that weren't adding up were
1 and 1 equals 0.
But the issue I have, and it's an issue I've had a long time calling myself an analytics person, is because They see the analytics and that's it. That's all they do. They see the numbers. The numbers tell the whole story. They don't need to watch the game.
Yeah.
No, you need to watch the game and then consult the analytics.
Yes.
And if there's something that's off, okay, there's something here. There's something that's not making sense, and that's been Evander Kane.
I swear to God, we have freaking reversed roles in the last 6 months because you were the stat guy. I was the guy. Just watch the game.
No. You need to do both. You need to do both. You need to look at the stats and see how things play out, but you also need to have eyes on the guy.
It's bizarre to me.
But yes, you wanted an update on the defensive pairings.
Yes.
Brendan Batchelor, radio voice of your Vancouver Canucks, put up the warm-up. EPD with Hronek as your top line. Marcus Pettersson with Wilander as your second pairing. And Zbuum and Victor Mancini as your third defensive pairing.
You hate saying that name, don't you?
Mancini.
No, the other one.
Buum. Yeah, it makes no sense to my brain.
You always pause when you say it. You have to think it out. Think of that word out for you.
But yet I've got Wilander and I've got it with the proper accent. I've got Mancini, Hronek. Like those are easy. Ogren, Hoglander, but Buiu doesn't make sense to my brain. The thing is if he was Russian, I could be like, okay, it's a Russian. No, he's American.
But his ancestry might be Russian.
I don't care where his ancestry is from. Figure out your last name, bud.
Oh, my goodness. So, who are we playing tonight?
We're playing the Carolina Hurricanes.
So, how much do we lose by?
8. Making it 8 losses in a row? I think that's just fitting. 8 losses in a row.
Dude, we haven't won we're 2-22, I think, for 2026.
It's insane.
It's sickening.
Yeah. It's not gonna be I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This game is going to hurt. But the thing is I still am trying to watch every game. And say trying because literally I fell asleep during the Stars game. Because when there's no effort, there's nothing to watch. When a team gives up in the second period, there's nothing you can do.
And if they're not going to put in the effort, I'm watching these games at 9:00 at night. I literally have to stay up to 11 to watch these games or later. And it's painful. Like if the game was halfway interesting to begin with, if they were putting in effort and we were maybe fighting for a playoff spot, I would literally stay up to midnight to watch these games and wouldn't argue. I wouldn't have an issue.
Like, and I'm saying this next year, we have Gavin McKenna and a bunch of young players playing, and we lose to Dallas like we did last night, 6-1. But you've got flashes of brilliance. You've got excitement in the building. You've got speed on the ice. You don't have a defensive structure that's breaking defensemen who've been in the league for years.
It literally amazes me that we can be as bad as we are. I knew we wouldn't be competitive this year. I was prepared for it. I'm not prepared for this and for nobody in management to lose their job over some of this performance baffles me. Like, I think back when I was working, and I've been in upper management in corporations, and if somebody's stores weren't performing, they stopped looking at the bottom and they started looking at the top, saying, where's the issue?
So, again, I'm stealing this from Sakaris and Price because I thought it was a great analogy. If Francesco Aquilini and the Aquilini Group had someone who ran a book and was spending $82 million a year, about $80 to $90 million a year.
Yeah.
And your expected result is probably about what 3.5 to 5.5% return on investment at that level. Just a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Now, if after 1 year you bring in this guy who was great at another agency or another firm, you bring in this guy and he says, "Look, there's a lot of things I need to sort out here. It's going to take me a couple years to figure it out." In the first 2 years, he nails it out of the park. Right? He takes a year, cleans it up. The next year, he nails it out of the park and gets you a 9% return. You're like, all right, this is great. The year after that, it's like, okay, it's back down to a 5% return, which is fine. It's where we expect to be. And then the year after that, he's at a minus 20% return. Do you think they'd be asking questions?
It's insane. It baffles me. It really does.
And the concerning part is that there doesn't seem to be, and I've talked about it before, and I'm going to keep bringing it up. This team was designed to be competitive to keep Quinn Hughes around.
Yes.
That's how Jim Rutherford and Patrick Allvin built this team. That's how they pitched it to us.
That's what, and then all of a sudden, JT Miller is the issue.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Before that, Bo Horvat's gone.
Yes, it was first Bo, then JT, then Quinn.
Then Quinn was like, "Hey, look, I'm not going to be here because this sucks."
Well, and he didn't say it in those words. Yeah, he did. He literally.
It doesn't matter how we.
I want an opportunity to win.
Yeah, which means, but plus also don't forget you also lose probably in my mind one of the better coaching minds in the world, seeing as he was on the Olympic coaching staff for Canada and Rick Tocchet.
Yes.
Like again, mismanagement after mismanagement, and there doesn't appear to be any, like there's no discussion right now out of any insiders or anyone covering the team that there's any thought that Rutherford or Allvin are concerned for their job.
Well, and
now that could change by Friday.
If nothing, yeah. If they, yeah. Wouldn't you love it just once if we could sit down with a Quinn Hughes, a JT Miller, a Tocchet? I would love to sit down with a Tocchet and actually get him to open up and be real about what happened in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Not the polite, this is what I'm going to say because we don't like to burn. Screw that. What's going on?
Yeah.
It'll never happen, but wouldn't it be nice just once we could hear the truth about what's going on in this team? Because, again, you can't force the owners to sell. I wish we could.
Trust, there's a handful of owners that should be forced to sell.
Right? And you look at teams, and it was funny, I went through this, and you look at teams that are sucking right now, and then you look at their owners across all sports.
Yeah.
And it's this Dallas Cowboys, Calgary Flames, the Canucks, Buffalo. I mean, I could go
the Knicks.
Right? There's a huge list. And most of the time you look at it and there's an issue with ownership.
I look at Florida. And this is from Rod Peterson's show today, so this isn't like some private conversation. The owner of the Florida Panthers came in and said, "I'm tired of this building being empty. I'm tired of losing. What do I need to do to fix this?"
Yes.
He didn't come in saying, "I have the answers. I know how to fix this." He said, "What do I need to do as the owner to fix this issue?"
I'm hiring whoever I need to fix this issue.
It's the whole idea of managers not promoting people because they think they're better than them in corporate society.
Oh.
I say that because I know you hate that to the nth degree, but I've seen it so much where it's like, well, this person's doing everyone's job. Why aren't they running things? Well, they don't want to promote them because they might take their job. What?
I have said it so many times to my managers when I was in a district manager position, and I've said it to managers when I've been in a sales position and under managers, stop being stupid. I don't want your job. I don't want you to promote me. But you get a guy over here that is freaking phenomenal, and you're bringing in new blood to take out a job over here, which this guy would be amazing for. And managers are afraid. They will put their thumb down on somebody. Oh my God, I can't bring him up. But if you promote people and have good people around you in assistant manager positions, guess what? You shine.
I was gonna say it's you know what organizations we're not talking about right now? We're not talking about Tampa Bay. We're not talking about Vegas. We're not talking Edmonton.
Thank you.
We're not. You know why? Because these owners said, you know what? You're the best at the job. You're the best at your job. You're the best at your job. Run things.
Well, and you're
Now,
spending.
I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you accountable. And if
Yes,
you fuck up bad enough, yeah, I'm gonna have to make that hard decision. We're gonna have those conversations.
but you're spending, like you said, what is the top cap now? What is the cap for the 90 million?
I think so. I don't know.
Whatever it is.
95.5.
So you're spending $95.5 million at the top of your game. You better be hiring the best of the best to run that 95.5 million
Well,
conglomeration you got underneath.
let's just throw this out there. So you've gotten 95.5. Let's say another 10 million for everything else, including your assistant GMs, all the way down to your training staff and your ticket people.
Yes.
Rough numbers, just throwing numbers out there at the wall.
Yes.
So you've got over $100 million being managed, and you think you need to be micromanaging every detail and pushing buttons and saying, no, you can't make that trade. No, I actually don't like that guy because he quit on us. You're not allowed to make that trade.
Yeah. Even though it was an amazing trade for the Flames, you're not allowed to do it. No. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe we've spent 53 minutes talking about trades. That because I hate trade speculations, as you know.
But we're not talking about purely trade speculation. It's about
No.
the state of the franchise for the Canucks at this point.
Yes.
But also some sprinklings of trades that have already happened.
But it must be hard. I'm going to switch it around here for an Allvin or a Rutherford to try to sell the Vancouver Canucks to anybody right now. You, what do you say to them? You've got this prospect over here. We really want you, man. We think this will be a good deal. Why?
Yeah, you say that. I'm not even thinking selling to prospects. I'm an account manager selling season tickets, and it's time for renewals now. How am I selling you on a renewal? How am I selling you on a renewal? Hey, this is Jay calling from Canucks Sports and Entertainment. Just want to reach out. Season's almost wrapped up. We know it's been a hard season, but we'd love to see you again next year.
Yeah, no.
Oh, by the way, prices are going up 10%.
No, I see you in 5 years, sir. Call me when we're competitive again.
Or no, you're not raising my ticket prices. So sorry, you're the 32nd place team and you want to raise ticket prices because you did upgrades to your stadium and you still don't have a practice facility for your team?
I'm going to pass. Car, it only has 3 tires, and I'm going to charge 10% more than a car with 4 tires. It's asinine. It makes no sense to me.
The only upside
makes more sense to the 113 viewers we have watching on Twitter. I wonder if they have it figured out because Jesus, I haven't.
The only thing that the Canucks really have going for them is the Vancouver. To be seen in Vancouver, you're still being seen at a Canucks game. It's still an event for the socially elite.
For this year, it's dwindling. Come on.
But
It's not the in thing to do like it was 2011.
no, but that's different. I think for the socially elite who are getting the box, I'm not talking your standard ticket holders or even season
No,
ticket holders. I'm talking your box people, the like the ones who will go and more network than actually to
watch
watch a
the
hockey
game.
game.
Yes, of course.
There's not a lot of other things you can do in Vancouver in those types of circles.
Well, it's funny because people always say, "Oh, Vancouver's a competitive market because there's so much different things you can do." Not sports wise. Sports wise, you have the Canucks, you've got the
Well,
BC Lions, and you got the Whitecaps.
and the Whitecaps right now, if I was in Vancouver, my season ticket money would probably be going to the Whitecaps or the Lions.
Right?
And that's just because the Whitecaps are a fantastic team. They haven't
And the
lost it this
Lions
year,
are going to be one of the, if not the, one of the top teams in the league coming up season.
right? So, like,
Remember, I said it. It's March 4th, people. Rider fans, I freaking tell you, Jake.
Okay, well, it looks like games have started, or some of them have even finished already. Doesn't look like there's any more trade news coming through.
Do you think that's it for the night?
Yes.
Yeah, I think tomorrow morning it starts all over again because you're looking at now it's 9 o'clock Central Time. It's 10 o'clock Eastern.
It's at the point where people are like, "Hey, you know what? We're this far. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Let's sleep on it,
Yeah,
and get back to it." Right?
exactly.
You've got how many hours? I have it up here. You still have 41 hours and 3 minutes until the trade deadline comes. Are we going to be doing a quick show on Friday?
Yes.
If the Canucks make no moves, I'm not doing a show.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
If that happens, maybe. Now, to be fair, I might be in a better mood to do a show if we do make no moves because I'll need a rant and a source to get out. We'll probably do a show no matter what on Friday.
Let's do a show Friday. It might be a 15, 20-minute show. It could be an hour and a half, 2 hour show. Who knows?
You know what? We might not know until we start going.
Yeah, never know with us too. We might even try to see if there's a guest available or two to talk about trades around the NHL.
That would be all right with me.
There you go.
Anything you want to talk about before?
No.
All right.
It's frustrating being a CFL fan. Can I say that?
Let's save that for next week.
Okay.
Sorry, I just noticed I remembered actually, and I wanted to confirm the Canucks are playing the Blackhawks on Friday at 6:30. Do we want to do a live show / watch along of the first period at least?
Yeah, let's do that.
So we can go live at 6 Mountain Time. That's 5 Pacific Time. Lead into the game talking about that's 7 your time.
Friday is Friday. No, we're still 1 hour ahead of you.
It's not till Sunday.
Yes. Okay.
But did you hear about the news about BC?
Yes. Wonder if Alberta will follow suit.
So the premier here said basically we're now stuck between two provinces who decided to no longer follow daylight saving swapping. But one's on daylight time and one's on standard time. So now we need to figure out which one we want to be on.
Because we're Saskatchewan standard time.
And there'll be BC daylight time.
We'll only be an hour. No. We'll be only an hour ahead of BC? Yep. Yeah. Being Saskatchewan will only be an hour ahead of BC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense to my brain, but
just stop it. Just end it. It's not needed in our society anymore. It was used way back when for farmers and trains and blah, blah, blah. We don't need it anymore. End it. Period.
And that's what we're going to do with the show, so we can go watch the Vancouver Canucks lose to the Carolina Hurricanes. Have yourselves a wonderful night. We will see you back here Friday to go over some hopeful, exciting trades and live react to what could be an interesting game with two bad teams. Have yourselves a wonderful